Today, we're diving into what's really going on in Sacramento's real estate market here in mid-2025. We'll cover what home prices are doing, how long homes are taking to sell, why inventory is rising, and what all this means for affordability and demand, especially with interest rates and insurance costs shaking things up. Stick around to the end for my take on whether it's a good time to buy, sell, or wait. Now, if you're thinking about buying or selling in this market, this is where I come in. My name is Brian and I run a real estate team right here in Sacramento. And for sellers, we specialize in getting top dollar through smart renovations, expert pricing, and high-end marketing from video walkthroughs to staging and digital ads. For buyers, we hunt for value. We know where the deals are hiding. We negotiate hard and we walk you through every step from home search to closing. I love to be your Sacramento real estate resource of choice. So if you're looking to make any real estate moves, let's chat about strategy, timing, and opportunity. All right, let's jump right back into this. Let's start with prices. According to Redfin, the median home price in the city of Sacramento was right around $512,000 in May 2025. Basically unchanged from last year, down just 0.1%. In Sacramento County, it's a little higher at $538,000, which is about 2.2 lower than this time last year in 2024. So prices have dipped, but not crash. What shifted more is how long homes are sitting. In Sacramento City, homes are now on the market for an average of 17 days, which is 6 days longer than last year. Countywide is 18 days on average, again, a noticeable increase, but still relatively quick compared to national norms. Now, real estate is hyper-local, so it really depends on what neighborhood you're in. So sometimes, depending on what neighborhood you're in, days on market could range. It could be a little bit quicker, it could be a little bit longer, but that's why it's so important to hire on a local professional who's able to walk you through the data. Let's talk inventory. Right now, there are about 40% more active listings than this time last year in Sacramento. We saw a spike in May as more sellers tried to time the seasonal wave. But demand hasn't fallen off a cliff. Homes are still selling. Most are closing at 99 to 100% of list price, and around 40% of homes in California are still selling above list, even if that number is down from the frenzy of 2022 and 2023. That tells us this is still a relatively tight market, especially for updated homes in desirable neighborhoods. And again, real estate is hyper-local. As long as the home is priced well and presented well and marketed well, you're gonna have a good chance that there might even be multiple offers in these situations. The last 3 or 4 listings that I've sold, we've received multiple offers, again, because the home was priced well, the home was in great shape, and it was in a neighborhood where there wasn't too many of similar homes around the market. And because of that, we were able to produce multiple offers, meaning that the sellers ultimately had leverage in regards to the terms that they want, and they got an opportunity to sell their home above the asking price. How does Sacramento stack up against the rest of the state or the country? Statewide, active listings jumped 18% year over year in May, while US inventory climbed nearly 16%. Home prices nationally edged up 0.7% year over year, so Sacramento's flat pricing puts us slightly behind that trend. But here's the thing, affordability is still our edge. Compared to SoCal or the Bay Area, Sacramento is still one of the most affordable metros in the state, and that's keeping demand relatively strong. Sacramento is still drawing in Bay Area buyers, especially first-time buyers and remote workers. The median homes in San Francisco is hovering near 1.5 million, while Sacramento's is under 600K. That price gap continues to drive migration east, and it's even giving Sacramento a luxury market a lift. Now, we're seeing new construction and move-up home gaining traction, especially in neighborhoods like Natomas Park, East Sacramento, and parts of Folsom. But it's not all sunshine. Mortgage rates are hovering around 6.8%, and that's holding some buyers back, especially those waiting for rates to drop before upgrading. Construction costs remains high, which has slowed down new builds. And then there's insurance. Homeowner premiums in Sacramento have gone up 54% since 2019. For many buyers, that's now a major part of their affordability equation. On top of that, some climate risk models suggest a 28% population drop by 2055 due to flood and air quality risk. But many experts see that as overly pessimistic. Still, it's something planners and buyers are watching closely. Now, let me give you an example of how this kind of affects the average buyer. So about a month and a half ago, my wife and I purchased our home here in the Thomas Park. 3 years ago was when we purchased our other home in Northlake. Our insurance quote at the time was right around $650 a year. The new quote that we received in this new home, now given there were some claims that were open in the home, which made the premium go up, the new quote that I received for our insurance is now well above $2,000. That's a huge jump for an average home buyer, which is causing the affordability to go down and leaving some buyers on the fence. So if you're looking to purchase, make sure that you have a great insurance person who's able to run those numbers for you so you know exactly what to anticipate on your monthly payment. Sacramento is trying to solve the affordability and supply issue with the policy reform. In the past year, the city removed parking minimums for new developments citywide, opened up single family zones to allow small apartment projects or ADUs. These moves are aimed at long-term supply, walkability, and density. We're not seeing a huge wave of new builds yet, but these changes will shape what our neighborhoods will look like in the next 5 to 10 years. So where are things headed? Most experts expect flat to slightly soft prices over the next 6 to 12 months, and I think I agree with them. Homes will still sell, but buyers have more negotiating powers than before. Inventory will likely stay elevated through the fall before cooling again in winter. But Sacramento has a unique value advantage, still more affordable than much of California, and we continue to attract relocators. That's keeping us from seeing a full-blown correction. That's your Sacramento real estate update for mid-2025. Drop your questions in the comments, hit that like button if this was helpful, and subscribe if you want more updates like this. Again, I'm Brian Jang, and we'll see you in the next one.